It's a nitro cold brew coffee from Book Club Coffee. In a lot of ways, it works very similar to a nitrogen-based keg. They take a light roast bean and they lightly roast it for 12 hours to keep the maximum coffee content in there while you're still keeping that awesome coffee flavor. Then they infuse that batch with nitrogen, right? Exactly what they get out of the roast. Dump it into a keg, mix it after they brew it, mix it with everything they need to, throw it into a keg. Then they let that sit for a little bit. They filter that out. They infuse it with nitrogen again. Then they strain it to get all the actual grounds and everything out that came out. So they've kept all the caffeine, as much caffeine as possible. Then they put it in the keg. And as it comes out of our kegerators, it's then reinfused with nitrogen. So that's why you get this light, foamy, effervescent taste in what's 100% black coffee. And it doesn't even look black because there's so many nitrogen bubbles still in it. So like as you're drinking it, it just tastes light and airy, and like coffee. And it's, I mean, in theory, there's 2 calories, maybe a glass. So it's definitely like the healthiest thing you can put in your body that we serve. Not to mention it has 100 plus milligrams of caffeine, and they said it can actually vary between like 110 and 150, and that's a kick in the butt, right? So if you're ever going to drink black coffee, if you're ever going to accept the amazing black coffee into your life, this is as light and easy as it gets.
So it is straight up coffee served out of a keg.
Served out of a keg, nitrogen infused. Nitrogen is the actual pressure. It uses the nitrogen pressure to get it out of the keg, and it pours nice slow, and then you get, right after you pour it, it's almost all, you can see all these nitrogen bubbles that then come up and form this beautiful, like, 1-inch head out of a coffee. But they do these unbelievably small batches, how, like, a Scotch distillery would do it. They'll make, like, 1 barrel's worth of coffee, and then the next one will taste ever so slightly different. Always with the same flavor profiles, but that you can pick up different things in each one of their batches. Because that's how coffee roasters used to do it back in the day. You'd go to your local coffee roaster, you'd get your coffee from them, and each one would taste ever so slightly different, and you could actually talk to your coffee roaster about what changed. Was there a temperature? Did they increase the temperature 5 degrees, lower it 5 degrees? And that's what these guys are trying to bring back, which obviously for us, we love nostalgia. And that's what, I mean, this is a little older. This is more 50s style than 80s style. It's amazing. So much nitrogen. You can just see the